one of the most horrific crimes in history. What is the story of this girl, Regina Kay? Sometimes the truth does not appear all at once, but emerges slowly, painfully. A single crime can be the key that unlocks hidden evils no one imagined. In the world of crime, some victims leave silently, yet their blood exposes the killer. Monsters live among ordinary people for years until their masks finally fall. This is not just a story of murder, but a tale of heartbreak, loss, and unrelenting cruelty. Regina Kay was only 14 years old, yet she carried a burden heavier than her age. She grew up in a broken household, filled with neglect, chaos, and emotional turmoil. Her older sister had committed suicide, leaving a deep, lasting psychological scar. Her younger brother was trapped in a continuous cycle of trouble with the law. Her parents' divorce turned the home into a place devoid of safety or comfort. Regina felt invisible, worthless, and uncertain about her own future. She desperately searched for someone to give her a sense of belonging. During a moment of vulnerability, she met a boy 4 years older than her. The boy was suffering the same emotional and social deprivation as she was. Their connection quickly escalated from friendship to intense, impulsive attachment. They believed love alone could save them from their miserable reality. They planned an impulsive escape, seeing it as the only way out. Mexico seemed like a distant dream, a place of freedom and opportunity. They had no money, no plan, and little understanding of the real dangers. They decided to hitchhike, standing on the roadside, seeking help from strangers. They could not foresee that trusting strangers might be fatal. Hours passed until a large truck stopped, driven by a seemingly calm man. The man appeared ordinary, his voice soft, his tone reassuring. Nothing about him suggested aggression or danger at first glance. The teenagers climbed into the truck, hope temporarily overcoming fear. Heavy silence filled the vehicle as it moved along the road. Suddenly, he turned onto a deserted side road, far from any witnesses. In an instant, calmness gave way to shocking violence. He attacked the boy mercilessly, leaving him helpless on the ground. Regina lost consciousness, and the nightmare of her life truly began. When Regina regained consciousness, she was in a strange place, full of isolation and damp. It was an abandoned horse stable, far from any populated area. She was tied firmly to a rough wooden post, unable to move. She felt the cold and fear before realizing the full horror of her situation. Her body was completely naked, a deliberate act to break her spirit. Her hair had been shaved, a cruel, sadistic humiliation. She screamed for help with every ounce of strength left in her, but her voice echoed back to her, unheard by anyone. The killer approached with chilling calmness, devoid of any human empathy. He acted as if what he was doing was completely normal. He grabbed a metal wire with a steady, unwavering hand. He wrapped it tightly around her small neck without hesitation. She tried to resist, begging, crying, pleading for mercy. Her body was too weak to fight back against such absolute evil. He lifted her higher up the wooden post deliberately, savoring the power. Her voice slowly faded with every passing second. Her eyes filled with terror and hopelessness in her final moments. Her movements ceased, leaving only a heavy, terrifying silence in the stable. The killer left her body hanging and walked away coldly. He believed his crime would remain a secret, buried forever in darkness. But discovering her body revealed the horror of what had happened. He tried to escape after the news spread, but the police were faster. As his photo appeared in the newspapers, more survivors came forward with chilling testimonies. Investigations exposed a long history of violent crimes and assaults. Regina's murder was the fatal mistake that finally brought the monster to justice.